All right, there's so much BS going on, and there's so many lofty political propagandist words being flung out. It's really hard to keep up because it's coming hot and heavy. This is Texas Representative Jasmine Crockett, who is protesting against Elon Musk and Doge and Donald Trump and the new administration and what they've done with the Treasury. But listen to the hypocrisy. This is her getting up there to speak among a crowd in Washington's District of Criminals after Mad Maxine Waters just got done speaking. Check this out.
I'm going to try my best not to preach.
Go ahead. Preach.
I just want to say thank you, because every day that we show up in D.C., we show up for you. We know who we work for. We know that we work for the American people. And what we're not going to do is stand around while they pull this bullshit that they trying to pull right now.
Jasmine Crockett cannot stand up there and say, now, yes, she's an elected official, but she cannot say that she's working for the people. What about the people who didn't vote for you, Jasmine? Who are not on with your Green New Deal / gun control, gun confiscation garbage? You can't claim to represent even a small portion of the people, not even the people who elected you, because the people who elected you, they don't agree with everything that you're doing in Congress, which is the opposite of progress. Unbelievable that people are continuing to buy the political propaganda that the representatives represent all the people. Number one, you don't represent the large swath that didn't vote for you, and you can't represent even a small percentage of the people who voted for you. And you're not working for the American people anyway. You're fleecing the tax cattle. The minimum representative in Congress makes $174,000. I think they upped that, but the last figure was $174,000 a year. That's over $80 an hour if they work 2080, if they work 2,080 hours a week. They're fleecing the tax cattle to the tune of $80 per hour. Do you make $80 per hour? Why should they make more than you? I bet you work harder than them. I bet you work longer than them. I bet you work more hours than they do. I bet you actually put in a real honest day's work, and you're actually a producer in society. They produce nothing but laws that do two things. They take away our freedoms and they cost us more money. Period. That's what Washington, D.C. is. It is a swamp, and she's part of the swamp creatures who are criticizing other swamp creatures for being swampy. That's how ridiculous and hypocritical this is.
This is why I'm not going to be able to preach, because I probably won't be able to stop cussing.
Take your time.
But let me tell y'all something. I know some of y'all have been frustrated, and you've been saying, where are Democrats? Where are our leaders? Well, I'm here to tell you that we ain't never left y'all. All right? We are here. We are also going to make sure that they uphold the law. We are not going to sit around while you go ahead and desecrate our Constitution, or you look at the laws that have been passed into law.
What a freaking hypocrite. She is a major desecrator of the Constitution. I mean, you had one job, Jasmine. One job. All of you representatives, you got one job. Let's say it was boiled down to the Second Amendment. The right to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. She lives on a constant stream of infringement against the Second Amendment. And we don't even need to discuss the First Amendment or the Fourth Amendment right to be secure in your person's houses, papers, and effects. Are you really secure in your papers and effects when you have Washington's District of Criminals bleeding you from every ounce of energy and monetary output that you actually produce to support your family? Do you think they're really representing you? This is utter nonsense. And I don't see anybody calling this kind of stuff out.
And say, never mind, we'll just ignore that. Instead, we are going to be in your face, we are going to be on your asses, and we are going to make sure you understand what democracy looks like. This ain't it.
Democracy is two wolves and a lamb deciding what to have for dinner, Jasmine. And this is it. This is what democracy looks like. It looks like the raping and pillaging of the American people so that you can go out there and expansion build and spend trillions of dollars on these costly wars and not shut down the prison industrial complex or the military industrial complex. I don't see Jasmine in front of the Federal Reserve saying, we got to shut this thing down right here. This fiat currency Ponzi scheme they got going. Don't make me preach about this fiat currency Ponzi scheme. They own the issuance and value of your currency, which means they own your time and labor, Jasmine should say. But she doesn't. Why? Because she works for the very people who produce this nonsensical, valueless product. This only has value because people perceive it has value. It's not because it took work to produce this right here. Yeah, intelligence to create these bills that have these little fancy little security features on them. Yeah, there's intelligence there, but there's no value. It's not backed by anything but the power and might of the U.S. military industrial complex and the petrodollar arrangement that they fashioned and hammered out back in the 1970s under King Faisal and Nixon.
So let me tell you something, Mr. Trump. You gonna learn a few lessons from us. And I'm gonna be the first one. You and your little friend off of Twitter. Y'all about to find out, all right? Now let me be clear. What Maxwell said is true. Our job is to conduct oversight. We both serve on the oversight committee. And right now, as elected leaders who tried to go in, we were told, well, hold on a second. We got to check to see if you can come in. Now, y'all know he likes to pal around with Putin, right? He's trying to turn us into Russia. But I got news for him. We, the people, will not go.
That's right.
It's cold out here. And y'all, yeah, we won't go. We won't go. We won't go.
This is great rhetoric for a high school pep rally or some kind of get together where you're trying to force democracy. This is what democracy looks like down somebody's throat. But these are just empty words. That's all it is. She's not willing to go after the IRS, the income tax, the Federal Reserve. She's not on your side, period. She's not on the side of any American, including the ones who voted for her.
We won't go. Listen, the final thing to say is there are those that have said that we may face a constitutional crisis. I want you to know that the crisis is here. I want you to...
It's been here since 1913, Jasmine. Where you been? It's been here since they closed the gold window on August 15th, 1971 by Nixon. Where have you been? How come you're not resisting that? What's going on with you? Where are your moral failings and deficiencies? Why haven't you looked in the mirror? Who are you really representing, Jasmine?
Know that the power belongs to the people, though, y'all. Do not feel powerless. In this moment, as the vice president said as she conceded the election, she said, dark times may be ahead of us. But she said, it's only in the darkness that we can see the stars. I am telling you right now that the stars are right here. It is time for us to shine. It is time for us to be heard. It is time for us to make sure that they know we will not go.
More BS. Look at Mad Max right here. What is she flapping her gums for? This is just a bunch, just like I said, it's dog and pony show. It's WWE. It's entertainment propaganda fodder for the simpletons who really believe that the government is here to help and they're going to do a good job representing us. Leave your thoughts about this for the world and the global thought police in the comment section below. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit the bell notification icon. Make sure that you like and share this video. We got to get the message out that the main problem with the world today, and I'm talking about the world, not just the United States, is the central banking cartel who's got a stranglehold over the issuance and value of the currency, which represents your time and your labor, which means the banksters own you and they own me. If they own our time and our labor and the time and labor of everybody who trades in their fiat currency Ponzi scheme, no matter what the currency is, they own everything. And that is the problem. I will see you in the next video.